Hello everyone, and welcome to another royal reading. And as I said in my reading on Catherine earlier, I took some time off yesterday, Sunday, to regroup, get away from the Harkles and the royals in general, their energy. I'm back today. Did a reading on Catherine. It was quite a fiery reading, and she looks like she's fed up, she's had enough. And so now on to Camilla and see how Camilla feels about the Harkles showing up, whether they were told to appear or invited themselves along. I haven't looked at that. I might do in future, but right now I just want to know how Camilla feels about the whole thing. Allegedly she wasn't going to go to the meeting. It was going to be just Charles and Harry, but then when news broke that herself was going to be there as well, Meghan Markle, Camilla decided, well, she would be going too. Going to make sure that recollections didn't vary about what happened at the meeting, maybe to keep Charles in check and make sure that he wasn't persuaded to agree to something that would be utterly foolish. This is, of course, a tarot reading. This is, of course, all my opinion. And so Camilla had to go along, and then apparently, because the Harkles were late, Charles had to go off because he was attending the Maundy service in the place of the Queen, and so Camilla was left manning the fort, holding the bag and making sure that they didn't make off with the crown jewels while they were there. Again, just being facetious, just a tarot reading for entertainment purposes. How does Camilla feel about the whole thing? How did she feel about the meeting? How did the meeting actually go? And secretly, what does she hope happens to the Harkles in future? And how is her relationship going to be with, in particular, Meghan, but Meghan and Harry in future? So let's see. 5-card reading, 2 of Swords. We have decision time as the underlying energy. This is crossroads. This is a big moment. This is the pause. This is the wait. This is the think, but not being able to see clearly. It looks as if a lot of people are sitting, waiting, thinking, wondering what is going to happen and what their response is going to be when decisions actually are made. Whether it is the Queen making a decision, or Charles making a decision, or Harry and Meghan making a decision. Who knows? Even it looks as if Prince William and Catherine are busy making decisions about their way forward. They're all fed up. So let's see. It's a situation from Camilla's point of view. Just an indicator. King of Cups in reverse. She's dealing with a very unhappy Scorpio. The King of Cups is, of course, Prince Charles. It is in reverse. He is very upset. Allegedly, the meeting with Harry and Meghan did not go well. There was shouting. And I saw that in my cards. I saw that it was an ugly meeting with Prince Charles and Stormy and Prince Charles are very upset. Maybe, I don't think angry, I just think overwrought, I think, with the King of Cups. That kind of energy isn't angry energy so much, it's despairing energy. Wringing hands and wondering what went wrong and what can be done and why has this all turned out so awful. She's dealing with a very, very difficult man right now, a man who is in a very bad place emotionally, and so that is what is on her mind at the moment. So how does she feel when she heard the news that the Harkles were coming, in particular the one riding on her broomstick over the Atlantic Ocean? 9 of Pentacles in reverse. That's interesting because 9 of Pentacles is your freedom, your independence. It's in reverse. She thought she was rid of them. She thought she was free of them. She could enjoy herself and have fun and in her, I was going to say the twilight years, but no, I don't think twilight years just yet. But you know what I mean. You can indulge yourself when you've got the 9 of Pentacles. You're content, you've got everything you want in life, you've got all your money, all your assets, you've got your health, you've got everything. Could have affected her health even with the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Just came to me, and then I remembered that she did have COVID. Oh dear, I've mentioned that word. It's going to take hours to upload this video now. And she said she was suffering afterwards from breathlessness, and maybe the news actually affected her health in some way. But yeah, feeling loss of independence, loss of contentment, loss of satisfaction, loss of security. It's undermined her security with that. But also some idea that the Harkles might be in some kind of financial difficulty, and this is why they're on their way to visit with their begging caps out. And that was the underlying energy of the first reading I did on this dreadful meeting. And it seemed to be motivated by money worries from the Harkles, whether Netflix put them up to it or their own bank manager phoned and said, you better go in and have a chat with your bank manager father. All questionable, all speculation, all allegedly, all for entertainment purposes. Let us see how the meeting actually went. As I say, she seemed to be the one left holding the fort while everyone else disappeared. Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is normally somebody sitting with their arms folded across their chest and their feet pressing firmly down on Pentacles, and they are not budging, they are not moving, they are not giving it an inch. The dog is trying to get his way out of the cat flap now, but he's just going to have to wait until I finish this reading. I've had to close myself in because lots of noise outside, myself and the dogs who were here when I started the reading, because noise outside, builders, things, not me but neighbours. Busy little place at the moment. But Four of Pentacles, it was blocked. Hearts were not opening. There was no love. It was people holding on to their positions. When you're in negotiations and people come in with a list of demands and nobody gives an inch, that kind of energy. I would imagine that Prince Charles had certain demands, and we'll be looking at what might have been discussed at this meeting, books and bullying and all of that. And Prince Harry and Meghan Markle obviously came with their list of demands for their half in, half out, money, titles, christenings, balcony, all of that, lists of demands, and nobody giving an inch, nobody budging. But we're looking at this from Camilla's point of view, and I think Camilla was the one that was toughening Prince Charles up and saying, don't give an inch, don't budge, don't give in to these two, don't let them trample all over you. And I think she succeeded from that Four of Pentacles card. It has that kind of energy. And so let's see what she secretly wishes would happen to Harry and Meghan. Two of Cups. Wow. I'm quite taken aback by that card, the Two of Cups. I almost get the idea that she wishes they'd both find someone else, that they would find new partners and find better partners. I'm sure one that keeps Meghan in California and one that brings Harry home. But that's quite funny. Two of Cups is really the reconciliation card. And perhaps she wants the reconciliation because it is sitting under the King of Cups in reverse. So I mustn't be snide and amuse myself too much. I must actually read the cards. And Two of Cups is literally about reconciliation, reunions. And hoping perhaps that they make peace with this King of Cups who is so terribly upset. It looks as if she was able to guard the crown jewels and make sure that they didn't get away with what they came wanting, they came looking for. But it does seem as if for the sake of this King of Cups in reverse, she would, I wouldn't say welcome, but she would be relieved if it was all over and kiss and make up, and then nobody has to worry about it anymore. There's not going to be any nasty books. There's not going to be any horrible things said on Oprah. It can all just quietly fade away and her life would be a whole lot easier. The King of Cups would be, of course, much happier and easier to manage, because it does seem as if Camilla is the one who has to manage him and his emotions. Poor woman. But there it is, a surprise card. And the Two of Cups, a great surprise. So she's not sitting sticking pins in effigies of Harry and Meghan as I might if I were in her place. And again, it's fortunate that I am not a royal. But there it is. Let's see how her relationship with Harry and Meghan will be in future as a result of this meeting. What impact will it have? We get the Magician in reverse. The Magician is, of course, the arch manipulator, the trickster, the person who, the puppet master, the one who has all the ability to control situations and make things happen, make stuff happen. When the Magician is in the reverse, it's a very tricky energy. It can be very sly. It can work behind the scenes to make things happen and manifest things. So perhaps she is going to be the one who, behind the scenes, has quite an influence going forward on the outcome of Harry and Meghan's bid to get back in with the royals, even if it's just for the sake of a television documentary, a Netflix documentary. But normally I would read the Magician as Meghan's energy, because she does seem to be the one with the vision board and the wish list, and the one with the PR and the never-ending bots and all the rest of it, allegedly, so rumour says. And that is Magician in reverse energy, behind the scenes, sneaky behaviour, trying to get your way. But we're looking at this from Camilla's point of view. So perhaps she's going to stop them from manifesting what they want to manifest. And the reason I say that is because of the Four of Pentacles sitting there. And decision times, there are big decisions going on behind the scenes, and it looks like they haven't been made yet. In my original reading on this meeting, I got the Hanged Man as the near future energy, waiting for things to unfold, for things to happen. There is more of that energy in this reading. That's the underlying energy of this reading. And perhaps she is the one who is going to play a very clever hand here and make sure that if they are returning to the fold, it is going to be on her terms, and she is going to stop their shenanigans, stop their tricks, stop their PR and all the rest of it that the Magician represents. Stop it, and perhaps herself give them a little of taste of their own medicine in return. She's not happy. She's not happy with that King of Cups in reverse. She's really not happy with that Nine of Pentacles in reverse. It's disturbed her peace tremendously, having them back in. But she was able to block any nonsense that came the way of the royals from Harry and Meghan, according to these cards. Just a tarot reading. And it looks like she would welcome them back in. Not welcome, but she would receive them back in, because just for the sake of peace, for the sake of the King of Cups in reverse. But she herself looks as if she might be learning some tricks, some media tricks, some manipulation tricks, and might serve Harry and Meghan some tricks that some well-deserved trickster behavior. I can't think of the word, but give them some of their own back, basically, with that Magician card. She doesn't want it to happen, but if it's going to happen, it's going to happen on her terms, and she is going to pull the strings way, way, way behind the scenes, as I suspect she already is from a reading I did a while ago about who is feeding information to certain YouTube personalities. Could be that it is Queen Camilla. There it is. Many more topics to read on just from this one meeting. I will be in the next few days, unless something else enormous happens. I'll continue with my list of questions, and thank you as ever for watching. I hope you are all well and rested and had a very good Easter, and I will see you tomorrow.